And joining me now in the studio is Braxton Copley, the Deputy Director of Utilities for the City of Topeka. So Braxton, can you tell me, is this a freak incident that happened in Emporia today?
Yes, it is. This was probably the perfect storm for Emporia. It's a smaller system. They have limited number of transmission mains. They have a tower. They lost their 20-inch transmission main, which caused their tower to drop. They lost pressure in the system.
And now they're under a boil water advisory, even when they do get their water back. Can you kind of tell us what all that means?
In the simplest terms, once you lose the pressure in your system, you allow for contaminants to get into your system through all of your meter connections, line irrigation connections. And so it's really out of a wealth of abundance that they do a boil water advisory. Even though they get their main repaired, they get their transmission system going, they get their tower filled again, there was still that possibility that contaminants could have gotten into that water system during that time that they had no pressure.
And can you kind of go into detail or elaborate on what these contaminants are, what they kind of exist, or if they will actually exist in the water?
Oh, it's more of it's the potential that there could have been contamination, say water sitting in a lawn irrigation system, that once the loss of pressure, that water contaminated by soil could have gotten back into the system. It's really it's truly out of an abundance of caution that they want to go ahead and have that advisory in effect until they can test, until they can assure the public that the water in the system is safe, that they've been able to test it.
And real quick, last question. Can this happen to any community here in Northeast Kansas, what happened in Emporia today?
Yes, it could. In Topeka, I'm glad to say that we have a lot of redundancies in our system. We have 10 towers, we have multiple mains that run parallel, so that even if we lose a transmission main, if we drain down a tower, we're still able to maintain the pressure in the system to keep that water safe for the public.
All right. Well, it's a good thing to be aware of, and I think this is a test run for Emporia to see, how they can handle something like this and moving forward, what can be fixed, and hopefully never again.
Thank you, Brooke.
Thank you for being in the studio.